Hi, it's Andrew Miller from Business Enjoyment again, and today I want to talk to you about the most powerful word in business. Now, it's usually assumed that that word is yes. We're often approached by people to do something and we take on whatever we can to get some work in, so we say yes to whatever we get offered. Richard Branson is frequently quoted as saying, if somebody asks you to do something, then say yes and then work how to do it later. But I've said before about how the context of a situation can completely change the answer that we give. So that first situation about saying yes to everyone is when we're coming from a context of scarcity and not having enough money, so we just want to take anything in to help boost our coffers, which usually ends up us working with people we don't really want to work with. The Richard Branson example is actually a great way of getting over the fear of doing something new and the limiting beliefs are holding us back. So it's a very good thing to have in mind when we're sort of restricting our own growth. However, I'm going to put it to you that the most powerful word in business is actually the word no. Because no actually starts setting out some boundaries and some restrictions and starts enabling us to create the business that we want rather than the business that somebody else wants. And so we are taking control of the situation. And this applies both in terms of marketing and our day-to-day activities. So if we, on the marketing front, if we think about someone, let's go back hundreds of years to Henry Ford. There's a famous quote around him, you can have your car in any colour you like as long as it's black. It's a very clever way of saying no, you're only getting it one way. Apple are experts at it in terms of when they release their next product, it's always in association with just one particular provider of network, and it's very restricted. So they're very much using Robert Cialdini's persuasion techniques of using scarcity, and we see that a lot. And these little bits of no's coming along the way really serve to bring people through the route that we want to control, so that we are now in charge of what needs to be done. And again, in business, when we're trying to map out our schedule, for example, if we're taking control of it, then we should put the boundaries in place. And if somebody wants to change that, we want to say, no, I cannot make that time, but I can make this time. So whilst traditionally yes is obviously a very popular word and one that we do want to be using in certain contexts, we need to be bringing in no as just as much and maybe if not more so. So for me, no is a really important word that we need to be using much more often. Okay, that's it for me. I'd love to hear your thoughts and your comments. Please put them in the box below. And other than that, I will see you later. My name's Andrew Miller from Business Enjoyment. I want you to enjoy your business so much it makes your bits tingle.